The most dangerous person in your life is not the one who hates you. It's the one who says they love you and lies. They know your secrets. They've seen your weakness. They call you brother, sister, friend. And when the knife comes, it's already too late. Niccolo Machiavelli saw this pattern everywhere, in kings and captains and so-called companions. He didn't write about trust. He wrote about masks. Because in his world, the most fatal wound didn't come from the enemy. It came from the friend who smiled. Consider Cesare Borgia, the infamous son of a pope, and a man who clawed his way to power with blood and brilliance. He relied on a trusted ally, Ramiro de Lorca, to crush resistance and enforce order. Ramiro was loyal, efficient, and feared. Too feared. Whispers began. People didn't say Borgia's name with awe anymore. They said Ramiro's with terror. So, Borgia did something brutal and unforgettable. He invited Ramiro to dinner. The next morning, Ramiro's body was found in the public square, cut in two, a symbol of justice. Or betrayal. It wasn't personal. It was strategy. Because in Machiavelli's world, the moment your friend no longer needs you is the moment you become a threat. And what about your world? Ever felt that sting, that silent shift in a friendship? When their eyes changed after your success? When celebration turned to comparison, that's how it begins. The wound that hurts the most is the one you never see coming, because you trusted them to hold your back, not stab it. They laugh with you. They cheer when you win. But deep down, they hope you fall. Not because you hurt them, but because your success reminds them of everything they're not. This is the Judas friend, the smiling traitor. And the scariest part? They don't even know they've turned on you. Until they do. Machiavelli didn't trust affection. He saw too many powerful men fall not from war, but from friendship. From those who applauded in public while plotting in private. He believed betrayal didn't explode like thunder. It dripped like a slow, quiet leak. Until one day the floor gave way. Modern psychology agrees. There's a term for this shadowy personality. Covert narcissist. Not loud, not arrogant, hidden. They envy in silence. They compare constantly, but they'll never say it out loud. Instead, they stay close until they don't. They nod when you speak, but behind their smile is a scorecard. And the moment you win too many rounds, the resentment begins. They don't destroy you out of hatred. They destroy you because they need to feel superior again. And betrayal? It's their way of evening the scales. You've seen it, haven't you? That one friend who suddenly went cold. The one who used to clap loudest, but now rolls their eyes when you walk in. You don't know why, but something shifted. It always does, when admiration rots into envy. Machiavelli warned, do not trust the love that comes too easily, because that love can sour, and when it does, you won't see the knife, but you'll feel it. It begins with trust, that sacred thing we offer without armor, because we believe they won't strike. But Machiavelli saw trust not as virtue, but as vulnerability. And in the wrong hands, vulnerability becomes a loaded gun. He watched the rulers of Florence fall not from armies, but from confidants, advisors, friends, men they trusted to protect the kingdom, who instead opened the gates from the inside. Why? Because trust grants access, and access is power. Think about it. Who knows your fears better than your closest friend? Who do you tell your dreams, your doubts, your failures, not your enemies? They don't need to infiltrate you. Your friend already has the keys. That's what makes betrayal so devastating. It's not just the wound, it's the echo of who gave it to you. It's the voice that once said, I've got you. Now whispering, you never saw me coming. Machiavelli once wrote, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Because love can twist. Love can blind. Love makes us hand over the blade to the one who will use it. Have you ever seen it? The business partner who took your ideas. The lover who twisted your honesty into a weapon. The friend who became a stranger the moment you shined too bright. They didn't break in. You let them in because you thought they'd protect your heart. But they wanted to own it. In a world where masks are easy to wear and loyalty is often a lie, trust isn't just rare. It's dangerous. The most dangerous enemy is not the one who hates you. It's the one who understands you. They know your fears, your weaknesses, your dreams. They've studied the blueprint of your soul because you handed it to them. You called them friend, and that gave them everything they needed to destroy you. Quietly. Machiavelli watched kings fall, not from war or rebellion, but from misplaced trust. He saw rulers give power to those who smiled too sweetly, spoke too gently, promised too much. But behind those smiles were plans, and behind those promises, ambition. The promise given, he wrote, was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. It's a brutal truth. People change when power is near, and trust, once given, becomes a weapon. That's why betrayal feels like madness, not because the world turns upside down, but because it was upside down all along. And you just didn't see it. You look back, searching for clues. You replay conversations. You remember the moment they laughed when you shared your dream, the moment they went silent when others praised you, the hesitation in their eyes as you started to grow. You saw it. You felt it. But you didn't want it to be true. Because when betrayal comes from a stranger, you defend yourself. But when it comes from someone you love, you defend them. You explain it. Excuse it. Until one day, the mask slips, and what you thought was loyalty was strategy. That's Machiavelli's final warning. The people closest to you are not always your allies. Some are just waiting for the moment your guard drops. So what do? You stop giving your trust as a gift. You make people earn it with consistency, not charm. You watch what they do when you're not useful. You measure their silence, not just their praise, because love doesn't always mean safety, and loyalty doesn't always come from history. Sometimes your oldest friend is your deepest threat, but betrayal isn't just a wound. It's a mirror. It shows you the part of yourself that needed to be liked, that wanted to be seen, that silenced your instincts in exchange for comfort. Now you know better. You protect your energy like it's a throne. You walk through life not with fear, but with eyes wide open. You trust, but with edges. You give, but with awareness. And when someone draws close, you ask not just, are they kind? But, can they stand beside me without envy? You're not broken, you're sharpened. And the next time someone calls you friend, you'll know whether it's a shield or a dagger. Call to action, one line. The deadliest betrayal comes, wearing the face you once trusted most. So never stop watching the hands that reach for your back.